satisfaction I am feeling right now. Talking about some comfort food. Let's make some mac and cheese. All right, so first we're gonna get us a hot pan and put us a hunk of butter in there. It's probably about 2 tablespoons. Make sure you're keeping your fire on medium because you don't want to burn your butter. You want to melt it, not burn it. As the butter melts down, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take about 2 cups of flour, and then we're going to mix that flour in with that butter. Now keep in mind, notice that I am putting in about a quarter cup of flour, but I'm using my whisk. I can't get it out, guys. I'm using my whisk because I want that to be mixed in with the butter really well. It's going to turn into little balls, okay? Now once it turns into those little balls, you don't want that to burn. You can let them get a little brown if you want to, but I prefer it this way. We're going to go ahead and put in about 2 cups of milk, or you can use heavy cream. You can also use the plant-based milk, almond or oat, but if you're going to use those, make sure you use the extra creamy. Now, as you can see, I'm using my whisk, and I am stirring it with my whisk because the balls will break up with the whisk. You could use a fork, but I find it easier with the whisk. You want to keep stirring until it gets nice and smooth and it starts to thicken up and bubble. If you need to, turn your fire down just a little bit because you don't want your roux to be burnt. So you got to watch the heat, okay? Now as it starts to thicken up, we're going to take our cheese and incorporate it into the roux. Well, first we're going to season the roux. If you season the roux, then when you put it into the macaroni, it's going to be delicious. You don't have to use as much seasoning. So I'm going to pour this seasoning into the roux, and I will have that listed below what all I use, guys. And you're going to stir that in so it's going to be yummy and good. And then after you get that stirred in really well, we're going to add our cheese because as you can see, it's getting thick and bubbly. So I use a few different cheeses. This particular day I didn't have mozzarella like I normally do, but I had some Gouda. I had some Havarti, which is a very creamy cheese. I had some Colby. So I put all of that together and mixed it in. And then I also had a little cheddar. So I'm going to put some cheddar in here as well, but you got to put it in a little at a time so it doesn't get too thick too fast. And you don't want to burn the cheese, guys. Who wants burnt cheese? Nobody. So now, as you can see here, it's gotten nice and smooth. Now we're going to add our cheddar. And then you're going to leave some out, some shredded out. I'm saying we use probably about a pound and a half of cheese. And you're going to leave a little out because you want to top your macaroni and cheese with that cheese before you put it in the oven. Now see, I'm taking me a little spoon and tasting it to make sure it's seasoned the way I want to. Now if it's not seasoned the way you want to, add a little more, guys. It doesn't hurt. You know, just be careful with the salt. We don't want to use too much sodium. Okay, it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to take this macaroni that's already cooked because, of course, you don't want to watch macaroni boil. We're going to take it that's already cooked, and I am using a little cream of mushroom soup. That is my preference. You do not have to do that, but I like to make my, macaroni a little creamy with that as well as a nice flavor. Then we're going to add our cheese sauce. It looks so good. I can eat it through the doggone screen. Anyway, so we're going to mix it up. Now, the reason I'm putting this in a bowl first before I put it in the pan, because I find that when you put it in a bowl and mix it all together in the bowl, then you make sure that every piece of macaroni gets some cheese and then you don't have any struggles with the pan. Now we're going to put this in a pan and spread it out. We're going to top this with a little shredded cheese, and we're going to put this in the oven at 375 for roughly 15 to 20 minutes or until that cheese is melted the way that you want it to be melted. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, y'all, so we made us some mac and cheese, quick, fast, easy. Well, not too quick, but easy. Now, remember that you can actually substitute the regular milk or heavy cream. I like heavy cream sometimes with the plant-based milk. I have done this recipe with almond milk and oat milk, but make sure you get the extra creamy. And you can use vegan cheeses and plant-based cheeses. I can't cuss. I like my cheese. But you can, and it tastes pretty good. My daughter did some, and she uses some plant-based cheeses, and it tastes pretty good. So, to her. I'm joking. It actually tastes real good. So, there you have it. Y'all have y'all a beautiful, beautiful day. The recipe is going to be down below. And I am so glad that you came to visit with me. I'm sorry we've had a lot of crazy going on and hadn't been uploaded videos, but we hope to remedy that very, very quickly. I'm learning to let go of some responsibility so I can do some of the stuff I love to do. So you guys enjoy your mac and cheese. I love you. God bless you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember, live life, laugh often, and eat some good food while you're doing it. Tell all I need is something to drink.